Got here, and it's time to talk about Frieren, and with this episode, an absolute GIGACHAD that we have, the hero of the South, and he's great. Just had a bit of screen time in this episode, the first part being focused on him, but damn, he really did steal the show for me. I feel like we had two of them this week, with sentenced to be a hero from their Norgale, and here we have the hero of the South. Damn, what a way to go out, and he knew everything, and I'm really liking him quite a lot, and showing how much he accomplished, kind of paving the way for the original party to defeat the Demon Lord, and I really like that quite a lot. But also the other half of the episode being focused on recovering this sword and having the fight versus this demon. And when the demons in this show are really, really great, and they expand a bit more on that. So let's get into the episode and talk about it. Now, the journey continues, and they get to this village with the old man getting a quest to polish the hero statue. At first I was like, okay, this is gonna be another Himmel statue. I'm gonna take care of it very easily. Even Fern and Stark were thinking of this, and the reward is a very important spell, and I wish I had this spell also. Like, scratches can drive me insane. The reward is a spell to scratch an itchy back, and yeah, sometimes I do need that spell quite a lot. When you have that itch on your back and you can't quite get it, just have a spell for it would have been perfect. I like this one a lot more than the second spell. They get a reward, which we're gonna get to that. But when they get to the statue, it's not Himmel. Is this guy. I'm really liking the stash. I always like characters that have that mustache. Hero of the South. And apparently he was humanity's strongest there, and yeah, he more than live up to the name and the reputation. We get a bit of history and context with the 7 Sages of Destructions being the biggest threats around there when they were going to fight the demons, and apparently Frieren's group only defeated 2 of them. Like, I thought they were the ones that went after all of them, and we're probably gonna have more heroes throughout the story, showing how much they did. Maybe even before this, we still know we had that older elf that we met back then in season 1. Hopefully we get to expand a bit more on the history of the world, and I have so many questions with the Demon Lord and so on, but I really liked here. So they only defeated 2 of them here. 2 of them went missing and fled. One of them we know was Aura here. We get a brief glimpse of one of them when Frieren also has that flashback. We see the silhouettes of them a bit here. Apparently the hero of the South defeated the last 3 of them. 2 being defeated by Frieren, 2 of them went missing or fled, and the last 3 being defeated by him, and actually even went to fight the demon troop. So he did a lot. Like, he was the vanguard, the opening salvo, so to say, from humanity. He did so much, and he died fighting Shalacht. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. At the same time, both of them killing each other here. Apparently the body was never found, and the legend says he's still fighting. But I like how Frieren put it. Demons like to eat humans, and it's even connected to the second part of this episode, which I liked quite a lot, and assuming and probably deducing more like it that his body was eaten. But here we see the flashback with him, and I really like this part quite a lot because it's very similar, quite probably the same as when Himmel first asked Frieren to help him with the Demon Lord. But here we see the hero of the South asking her, and she refused instantly, and him saying he knew this was going to happen, and actually reveals his secret to her of why he's so strong, because he can actually see the future, like quite far into the future here. And she's like, no, I believe you, I just don't care. When she was in that mental state there, Himmel was the one that pulled her out of it, changed her life and so on, but he also played a big role into it. Maybe if they never had this encounter, maybe she wouldn't have accepted Himmel's offer here. So he did so much, just fighting the demons, kind of putting Frieren on this path a bit when she first met him, and he told her that he will die fighting Shalat. He knew about it. He knew he still went through it. Like absolute GIGACHAD, going to his death, being willing to do anything and everything here, and still having that regret of not achieving his goal to be the one to defeat the Demon Lord, save the world. Telling her a young hero will visit you. He's the one that would save the world. He will change your life, and tell him something for me. And we see the flashback of when Frieren told him, and that something was a kind of like a message beyond the grave in a way. I swear I'll clear a path for you. And I got a bit teared up at characters like this, showing how far he was willing to go, and he gave everything here, and him thinking maybe he's gonna get forgotten in history, but it doesn't matter, he's still gonna do it. And we see that he wasn't in fact forgotten there, and I really like that quite a lot. Characters like this, very small screen time, we barely saw a bit of him, but showing how much he affected the world and everything else. Just absolute GIGACHAD that we have hero of the South here. Great there. And I like Himmel's reaction when he heard that, the silent moment there, seeing that worried look on his face. Really great. So that was pretty much the first part of the episode, and I liked it a lot. And after they take care of the statue and this, Frieren instantly wanted to leave very fast from there. Just buying even Fern and Stark were like, she's acting very strange. Usually she likes to stay longer, but this time she was rushing because she didn't want to get invited or asked for something by the Lord, but she does. They get invited to a dinner there, pretty big dinner, lavish, and Graf Dach. I'm sorry if I'm butchering names again. She has a history with another one that was very pushy from his family back in the past, and apparently they want the family sword to be recovered, and it was stolen again. For whatever reason, demons really like this sword. We don't find out why. The sword looks really cool, but demons, we don't know why they wanted, why it's so important from them. She accepts, mainly because that's what Himmel would do. Never leave somebody that asks for help behind, and don't refuse them here. And she asks a grimoire as a reward. And we see that the past... that guy was very pushy, kind of threatening her to do it. I'm gonna put you in prison if you don't recover it. So yeah, she accepts here. They travel a bit, they get to this ruined village, and they encounter this hooded woman, apparently a priest. Like, also suspicious from the start. She's very suspicious there from the beginning, saying that the sword demon destroyed the village here, and asks them to offer a prayer for it. And I really like how Frieren instantly, blast first, ask question later. She realized that was the demon that stole the sword. And I liked at the end saying, when Fern asked her, why did you shoot instantly when that happened? And I wanted to stop you from closing your eyes, because humans close their eyes when they offer prayers, and that was what the demon wanted, to distract them so it could attack. And she shoots instantly, and the demon reveals itself, saying she killed the villagers to eat them. And when Frieren asks her, why would you do that? Why eat them when you don't have to eat humans? Like, you can eat other things. Why would I do that? And I really like the demons here, how there's like, they have very different views of the world, views of humans. They're like not even a different species, kind of like beyond the, like completely alien to how humans think, morality and stuff like that. And we have the fight here. Instantly the party versus the sword demon, Stark being the frontliner, saving Fern there, and Frieren proceeds to orbital blast from the sky and obliterate the demon. Somehow that sword survived. I'm still really curious about that sword. Why do demons want it so much? How is it so strong? Why not just destroy it if they want it so much? But I don't know, maybe at some point we're gonna find out with that sword what exactly it is. Maybe I missed something in this episode here, but yeah. After this, the flashback of when they first got the sword, and Himmel being Himmel, him saying never abandon someone in need. But Haithar kinda calls him out and saying, "You just like the challenge, right?" Yeah. I like that part of Himmel also quite a lot, and Frieren revealing why she instantly attacked, stopping Fern to pray, and they return the sword here. Apparently, the Gar family, Garfdrach, is gonna keep doing this, protecting the sword. Despite demons wanting it so much, even if some of the staff or stuff like that in the past helped demons get to the sword, saying that demons take advantage of human desires and humans are really good at not giving in to their impulses, which is very, very true. Like, as cliche as that is, unfortunately, it's true. We see it right now, probably from small things to big things. Even in the real world right now, we're very bad at impulse control, and desire kind of controls us quite a lot, and demons in this case taking advantage of that here. But we also have the reward, being the spell to turn a red apple into a green one, which could be nice. Hey, maybe you only have red apples and you're feeling like a green apple. I kind of like green more sometimes, depending, but like I said, this itchy back spell, scratching that itch on your back, much more useful to me. I'm really curious, which spell would you take if you had the chance, the apple one or the scratch your itch on your back? So yeah, this was a great episode here. I really like the hero of the south. Hopefully we expand a bit more on the world and things like that. I got emotional quite a lot for this one. I like that Stark is a lot more comfortable fighting right now, considering everything they've been through here. Frieren was affected very much so by the hero of the south, by Himmel. We know how much Himmel changed her life, but showing like small things, incremental things can affect you quite a lot, and somebody telling you something can have huge ramifications here, and showing how many more were involved in taking down this Demon Lord. Maybe Frieren's party was the one that fought him, but getting them to that point was a much bigger effort, to say the least. And yeah, let me know in the comments below which spell would you choose. What do you think about the episode? Did you like the hero of the south? What do you think about the sword? And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Frieren. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.